they're doing is they're just looking back, oh, this is how we did it last time, we'll do it again. So I'm gonna try to intercept that, this office that.
Okay, so the money needs to go into what account?
Well, if it's the alcohol rehab, it needs to come out of alcohol rehab. If it's the participation, it needs to come out of the general fund. And they're flip-flopping those.
I'm with you.
But-
So is it a matter of coding that revenue to the right spot, go get all that?
Yeah, so basically the alcohol rehab fund, the 2,800 should just be an in and out. We get the money from the state, the mental health asks for it.
That's how I see it, that's how I see it.
Okay, so then, like I said, I figured out all the claims and Cheryl's getting those corrected. The problem is, there's one claim that they messed up on their bill. It says that they want, for, March through June or whatever, $4,775. But at the bottom of their bill, it says 9,000 blah, blah, because the bill before had 2 that they were asking for, which added to the 9,000. So we sent them 9,000 instead of the 4,000, so now we've sent them 4,775 too much, back in June of '24. And so I was telling Cheryl that, and she goes, and they didn't bother saying, oh, you sent us too much money, they just.
No, they
You
didn't.
know, Darcy, what I'm concerned about is how come you had to find that? Good God, we shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
Overpaying.
well, and I think it was because, originally it was because of the, a negative balance, and I was negative in cash, so I was trying to figure out. So
Okay.
that's how originally, back when I first started, well, I guess it wasn't first started, I think it was in '21 that it started going awry. There was a negative, and I was trying to figure out the negative balance, so I start looking and see what happens. So then, Chris come on and I explained how her or to her, so she was JVing, as it was done wrong, she was JVing it. Well, she did, the last time she JV'd it was November of '23, so now it's built up again, a mess. But that's how I started, all because of a negative cash balance. Sent me
Okay,
down this
so
rabbit
it
hole.
came, well, thank God you figured it out, but, so now we just don't pay them, we gotta kinda keep score when they bill us again, say, yeah, but we've got credit with you.
Right, and that was my question to you is, we just received 5,600 or something for them, so they're gonna be asking for that money. So do
I
we
would
just?
say 56 minus how much we overpaid.
Yeah, and then, that was my thought, we could put in there, this was your bill, we paid you too much this time in errors, so we're making that.
Considering this paid in full,
Okay,
But otherwise, what do we call it, the possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't, if, that's the only way to handle it. We overpaid them, this is the way we get our money back.
That's the only way.
yeah,
They ain't gonna send it back to you.
Yeah.
right, that was my thought, but make sure we have a good explanation in there.
Well,
why
yeah,
we're-
yes, so to audit right on that claim, so that when you copy the claim and the payment, there it is, right?
Yeah, cause they used to send an actual claim, now they don't anymore, they just send the bill, and then these guys, whoever, is filling the claim out. I think that's how it got off again, because.
Well, and we're all human, and then
Yeah.
it gets to us, and maybe we should have caught that, and, so it got through the cracks, but,
I mean, because it's all the mental health center, so it's kind of, but
Yeah,
it just has to stay in its own funds. But I think long story short, we're gonna figure out a way to stop the.
well,
Yeah.
the other thing too, I think the way you stop the mess is you make sure that the revenue goes to the right code and the expenses, come out of the right fund, and then that'll set the new precedent for them not to complete repeating what was done in the past.
Yeah, because that's where, we put the revenue in there, but like I said, well, and that was another thing too, is not necessarily a negative balance, but the 2,800 had, in the end of June, it had 19,000 in it, and I was like, why would that have 19,000 in it? Because it's usually 4,000 or 5,000, that goes back and forth, and like, that should be zeroed out. So then I got to look, and that's when I found that they were taking it out of the one, I was putting it in the 2,800, and they're taking it out of the 1,000.
Yes, that's it, right there.
mm-hmm.
So that's what Cheryl's correcting now, so those JVs should be coming across your desk, but.
You tell them if they don't wanna play with us, we'll stop drinking alcohol.
Right.
That'll teach them.
So, anyway, okay, that's the scoop, I just wanted to get clarification from you if that's how we should
Yeah,
handle that.
does that feel right? Do you agree with that?
I think so.
Just as a bigger issue, we were just talking with Justina where we're at with the budget. And so you
Felicity
know,
was like, I heard my name.
yeah,
Yes.
you know some of the bigger revenue ticket items to share with her in terms of getting the revenue worksheet?
And I think the ones that I do know, she already has.
Yeah, gotcha,
Yeah.
like it's cold gross proceeds, pills,
I never know the pill.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
have that we received this, and this is for this year, right? This coming year? That you said?
Yeah, that was what we received.
in pills?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was it 200 and some grand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
291. How do we break that down?
Well, we
Or
have an
does it
account,
just
we
go
have an
into
account for
one?
pill. We have a revenue
We
account
do.
for pill money.
Which is that account right there is the
Oh,
revenue
so this
account.
is
Yeah,
where it
so-
all goes?
Yep, so fund 1,000 and
Okay.
And there's the entitlement.
Yep,
There's cold
then I
gross
have-
proceeds, what am I missing?
Yeah.
A lot, but maybe not, I'm hitting the biggest.
I think those are the big ones.
yeah,
Alright, cause I have the cold gross proceeds in there, so I just got the entitlement one, I just wanted to make sure the PILT money was just in one lump sum, and it wasn't like spread out, I didn't know.
okay, yeah, no, that's
Okay.
exactly
Okay,
what just goes
perfect.
into that.
Mineral leases.
Yeah, federal mineral money, but you know, and then we got a problem there where we owe them 165 grand.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's right.
And I told them, they said that what they were gonna do is they were working on ways of doing it, and he was really, this is Tyler Flagg, he was like, this is really a mess. He said, we
Yeah,
accidentally sent money to you guys that was supposed to go to North Dakota, and, you
Mm.
know. So they were working on maybe shorting our PILT money, and I said, you know, if you really need us to write you a check, we'll write you a check.
yeah.
We haven't spent the money,
Right.
we just take it, it went into the federal mineral water money, we could take it right out, and we could use that explanation. And he was like, you'd be willing to do that? I said, none of the other
Yeah.
counties are willing to do that, they've already spent the money.
Powell County called us up and they were
That's a lot.
400,000 they got, they already spent it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, see, that's,
Well, and I just got an email about, federal mineral royalties that are coming in, that are expecting to come in, and I was like, I
I
figured they
thought we
would,
would take it, right?
Withhold it.
yeah. So I guess I'll see if it actually hits the bank, but let me
well,
know.
what I'm saying, we might wind up writing them a check, but either way, we gotta live with however they decide to solve
Yeah.
it. But they overpaid us, legitimately, they overpaid us,
That's
so.
right.
But I saw that letter and I thought they were gonna take $3.8 million from us.
Oh.
Tyler Flagg, I
And
was
you're
like,
like,
what the hell is this all about?
Oh, by the way,
that's a big error though.
North Dakota's money, well, the hell of North Dakota.
He said, well, that's how much we overpaid.
That's
but
another
your
country.
piece is only-"
That's
Yeah.
another-
Yeah, so of course, that's just the letter, and then it shows
How much?
17,000.
No,
So is that, like,
That has already been shorted, it looks
okay,
like.
that's what I was gonna ask, is
But
this,
we don't have an accounting of that though. We just have, here it is, guys.
yeah,
This is how much it was. We don't know what's
yep,
been
and this is how it's
deducted
broke
from
down from,
wow.
but, yeah, and it says that today, well, I haven't seen it in the bank yet, so probably Monday, but,
Well, that's another one she needs to know about, that, you know, that can be as much as 200 grand, it's supposed to go back up. It's been low because we've had federal mineral royalty money deducted from it.
and we only get that once a year, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's once a
yeah,
year.
so we're only getting the 17,000.
I thought I saw we were gonna get 200.
So we only get that once a year? So it only comes in-
You know what, it makes sense, I thought we were gonna get 200 grand, I think they.
Well, there you go.
So you think they took
took
it
the
out then?
165 out from
Yeah,
it.
I think they did already, huh?
Well, that would be,
We need to
There
know
you
that
go.
before we write that check.
that's right.
yeah.
Good point.
Alright, I'm
Because
gonna
they
go
won't
introduce
return
it.
it.
Yeah. They'll give it to North Dakota.
And them North Dakotans. All right, well, very good.
Okay, so I'll
Thank
just
you
have her
for
put
catching
that,
this stuff.
yeah, I'll just have her put that 17,000 as the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the opioid payments?
I got two more, I got one the other day, got two today, so there's one more out of that, yeah,
Yeah, sent notice.
yeah, Thank you, yes.
$1,000.
yeah.
Yeah, keeps happening. We're gonna have to keep
Bring
putting
it
more
on.
opioids.
We're selling more.
Selling.
Okay, that's my big long-winded day.
Well, very good. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh,